In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of four of the most valuable and expensive United States ultra-rare dollar coins, featuring the iconic Susan B. Anthony dollar and the beloved Sacagawea dollar. These coins may look ordinary at first glance, but hidden within them are incredible stories, rare varieties, and surprising values that continue to captivate collectors. From historical significance to modern-day market demand, this is your chance to discover how these small dollar coins have become true prized treasures in the world of numismatics. First up, we're exploring one of the most rare and valuable, the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar with the Denver D Mint mark, stands as one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after modern coins in United States numismatics, captivating enthusiasts with its unique story and surprising value potential. At first glance, it may appear like an ordinary small-sized dollar coin, often overlooked in everyday circulation. But for collectors, it represents a prized treasure with layers of historical significance and collectible appeal. Its connection to a groundbreaking moment in American coinage, combined with the growing demand for high-grade examples, has elevated this coin into a compelling piece that continues to attract attention from both seasoned numismatists and new collectors alike. The historical context of the 1979 D Susan B. Anthony dollar adds a powerful dimension to its appeal. Minted at the Denver Mint during the late 1970s, this coin was introduced as part of a bold effort by the United States Mint to modernize the nation's currency system. It marked the first time in U.S. history that a real woman, Susan B. Anthony, a key figure in the women's suffrage movement, was featured on a circulating coin. Released during a period of social reflection and progress, the coin symbolizes equality and reform, serving as a tangible connection to the past. Despite its initial lack of popularity due to confusion with the quarter, its historical importance has only grown stronger over time. From a design perspective, the 1979 D Susan B. Anthony dollar is instantly recognizable and rich in detail. The obverse features a portrait of Susan B. Anthony, designed by Frank Gasparo, presenting her in a dignified and determined expression that reflects her legacy. The reverse showcases an adaptation of the Apollo 11 mission insignia, with an eagle landing on the moon while clutching an olive branch, symbolizing peace and achievement. Struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, the coin weighs 8.1 grams and measures 26.5 millimeters in diameter. The D Mint mark, located just above Anthony's shoulder, distinguishes its Denver origin. In high-grade uncirculated condition, the coin's sharp details, brilliant luster, and clean surfaces create a visually striking piece that stands out in any collection. Rarity plays a crucial role in the growing desirability of this coin, particularly when considering condition and specific varieties. While millions were minted, truly pristine examples are far more difficult to find. Coins that remain in uncirculated condition, especially those graded MS65 and above, are increasingly scarce. Additionally, certain varieties and striking characteristics, such as strong strikes and minimal contact marks, significantly enhance collector interest. The challenge of locating a flawless 1979 D Susan B. Anthony dollar has turned it into a rewarding pursuit, where quality becomes far more important than quantity. In terms of market value, the 1979 D Susan B. Anthony dollar has shown steady appreciation, especially for high-grade specimens and premium quality coins. While circulated examples may hold only modest value, uncirculated coins in exceptional condition can command impressive prices. Typically, well-preserved pieces range from $1,200 to $8,800, depending on factors such as grading, eye appeal, and overall rarity. Coins certified by professional grading services tend to achieve higher prices in auctions and private sales, as collectors place a premium on authenticity and condition. This consistent demand highlights the coin's growing recognition as a valuable modern collectible. For collectors looking to acquire this coin, careful selection is essential. Prioritizing coins in uncirculated or near-perfect condition is key to maximizing both enjoyment and long-term value. It is advisable to seek certified examples from reputable grading services to ensure authenticity and accurate grading. Close inspection for surface quality, luster, and strike sharpness can make a significant difference in value. Proper storage in protective holders is equally important to preserve the coin's condition, while avoiding unnecessary handling helps prevent damage. Engaging with collector communities and staying informed about market trends can also provide valuable insights when building a strong collection. What truly elevates the 1979 D Susan B. Anthony dollar in today's market is the growing recognition of overlooked modern coins that quietly carry significant potential. Collectors are increasingly drawn to examples that exhibit exceptional eye appeal, such as coins with frosty luster, sharply defined details, and minimal bag marks, all of which are difficult to find in coins that were originally produced for circulation. The 1979 D Susan B. Anthony dollar represents a remarkable blend of history, artistry, and rarity, making it a standout piece in modern American coinage. Its historical importance, tied to a pivotal figure and era, combined with its distinctive design and increasing scarcity in high grades, reinforces its status as a prized treasure. For collectors, it offers not only the excitement of discovery, but also the satisfaction of owning a coin that embodies both cultural significance and lasting value. As interest in modern rarities continues to grow, this coin remains a compelling and rewarding addition for numismatists seeking something truly special. And secondly, in 1979, the United States stood at a turning point, facing economic uncertainty, rising inflation, and a shifting cultural landscape that was beginning to redefine national identity. It was in this environment that a bold numismatic experiment was introduced, the Susan B. Anthony dollar, a coin meant to modernize everyday currency while honoring one of America's most influential figures in the fight for women's rights. Yet from the very beginning, the coin sparked controversy, confusion, and ultimately rejection by the public. Decades later, however, certain examples from that same year, especially the 1979 Philadelphia minted pieces, have quietly transformed into some of the most intriguing and valuable modern U.S. coins, even when found in worn, scratched, and toned condition. The Susan B. Anthony dollar series marked a historic first, featuring a real woman rather than a symbolic figure. Designed by chief engraver Frank Gasparo, the coin carries a portrait of Susan B. Anthony on the obverse, her determined expression capturing the spirit of activism that defined her life. The reverse design retained the iconic Apollo 11 insignia with an eagle landing on the moon, symbolizing American achievement and ambition. Despite its historical importance, the coin's similarity in size and color to the quarter led to widespread public confusion, limiting its circulation and setting the stage for its eventual rarity in certain collectible forms. At first glance, a 1979 Philadelphia Susan B. Anthony dollar may not appear extraordinary, especially when it shows signs of circulation like scratches, wear, and natural toning. However, within this seemingly ordinary issue lies a fascinating complexity. The total mintage for the 1979 P coins exceeded 360 million pieces, a number that might suggest abundance rather than rarity. But mintage figures alone rarely tell the full story. The real key lies in how many of those coins survived in collectible condition, how many display unique characteristics, and how many have been preserved without alteration over the decades. One of the most critical distinctions within the 1979 P series is the wide rim, or near-date variety, often mistakenly referred to as the small date. This subtle but important variation features a date positioned closer to the rim, creating a noticeably different appearance compared to the more common, narrow rim version. While both were struck in large numbers, the wide rim variety is significantly scarcer in higher grades and has become a focal point for collectors. Even in circulated condition, examples of this variety can command surprising premiums, especially when authenticated and graded. Minting errors and die varieties further elevate the importance of certain 1979 P coins. Doubled dies occur during the hubbing process when the design is improperly impressed onto the die multiple times, creating visible doubling in letters or numbers. Die cracks, off-center strikes, and weak strikes caused by worn dies also contribute to uniqueness. In 1979, mint marks were no longer hand-punched, but variations in die preparation and maintenance still led to inconsistencies. These small imperfections, often overlooked in everyday coins, can transform an otherwise common piece into a highly sought-after collectible. The survival rate of high-quality 1979 P Susan B. Anthony dollars is far lower than the original mintage suggests. Many coins entered circulation immediately, where they were exposed to heavy use, contact marks, and environmental damage. Scratched and toned examples are common, But finding one with original surfaces, untouched by cleaning or harsh handling, is far more difficult. Natural toning, especially when it develops in attractive hues, can actually enhance a coin's appeal, while improper cleaning often reduces its desirability and value significantly. Professional grading plays a crucial role in determining the true worth of these coins. Third-party grading services evaluate condition, strike quality, luster, and surface preservation, assigning a grade that directly impacts market value. A scratched and toned coin in fine or very fine condition may only be worth a modest amount, but if it belongs to a recognized variety like the wide rim, its value can increase substantially. In about uncirculated condition, values rise further, and in mint state grades, especially MS65 and above, prices can climb dramatically, particularly for well-preserved or visually appealing examples. Auction records reveal just how powerful these factors can be. High-grade 1979 P wide rim dollars have sold for thousands of dollars when they represent some of the finest known examples. These coins achieve such prices not because of their age alone, but due to a combination of rarity, condition, and intense competition among collectors building registry sets. Registry set competition, where collectors strive to assemble the highest graded sets possible, has driven demand for top-tier examples to remarkable levels, turning what was once everyday pocket change into a centerpiece of elite collections. What makes the 1979 Philadelphia Susan B. Anthony Dollar even more compelling is how often these coins are overlooked in everyday life, especially in circulated, scratched, and naturally toned condition, where their true potential remains hidden to the untrained eye. Many of these coins passed through decades of use in cash registers, vending machines, and bank rolls, quietly accumulating marks, and where that seemed to diminish their appeal, yet in reality, they serve as evidence of authenticity and history. Within this worn surface, collectors sometimes discover subtle but valuable traits. An unusually sharp strike, remnants of original mint luster beneath the toning, or most importantly, the presence of the elusive wide rim variety. In some cases, coins that appear heavily used still retain enough detail to qualify for mid-level grades like very fine or about uncirculated, where demand remains steady. The story of the 1979 Philadelphia Susan B. Anthony Dollar is a reminder that value in coin collecting is rarely obvious at first glance. A scratched, toned coin might seem insignificant, yet under the right circumstances, whether due to a rare variety, exceptional preservation, or strong collector demand, it can become highly desirable. This transformation from overlooked currency to valuable collectible is what makes numismatics so compelling, proving that even a small $1 coin can carry a story far greater than its face value when history, rarity, and condition align. And thirdly, we're diving into a truly modern rarity that continues to surprise collectors around the world. The 2000 Sacagawea Dollar with the Philadelphia P mint mark. The most valuable and fascinating coin ever produced in United States history. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary golden dollar you've probably seen in circulation. But hidden within this issue are some incredibly rare and valuable examples that have sold for thousands of dollars, turning everyday pocket change into a collector's dream. The 2000 Sacagawea Dollar marked the beginning of a new era in U.S. coinage, replacing the short-lived Susan B. Anthony Dollar with a fresh design intended to improve public acceptance. What makes this coin especially collectible is not just its historical significance, but the presence of rare varieties and high-grade specimens that have skyrocketed in value over time. While millions were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, only a small fraction exhibit the pristine quality or unique characteristics that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for, making it a coin that demands a closer look. To truly understand the importance of this coin, we have to go back to the year 2000, when the United States Mint introduced the Sacagawea Dollar as part of an effort to modernize circulating currency. Produced in large numbers at the Philadelphia Mint, these coins featured a manganese brass composition that gave them their distinctive golden color. Despite the high mintage, the coin struggled in circulation, which ironically helped preserve many examples in uncirculated condition. However, the real story lies in the early strikes and special presentation coins, particularly those struck with enhanced detail and satin-like finishes, often referred to as Cheerios dollars, which were distributed as part of a promotional campaign. The design of the 2000 Sacagawea Dollar is both elegant and symbolic. On the obverse, Sacagawea is depicted carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, in a warm and lifelike portrait that represents strength and guidance during the Lewis and Clark expedition. The reverse features a soaring eagle surrounded by 17 stars, symbolizing the states of the Union at the time of the expedition. What sets certain rare examples apart are subtle design variations, especially in the eagle's tail feathers. Some early strikes display enhanced tail feather details, which are significantly more intricate than those found on regular circulation coins, making them highly sought after by collectors. When it comes to rarity, condition plays a massive role in determining value. While circulated examples of the 2000 P Sacagawea dollar are extremely common and typically worth only face value, coins in high mint state grades such as MS66, MS67, or higher can command impressive prices. The rare Cheerios variety, identified by its enhanced tail feathers, is especially scarce, with only a limited number known to exist. These coins were not widely recognized at first, meaning many may have been spent or lost over time, further increasing their rarity and desirability in today's market. Collector demand for this coin continues to grow, especially among those who specialize in modern U.S. coinage. Unlike older coins such as wheat pennies, the Sacagawea dollar represents a relatively new collecting category, but one that is rapidly gaining attention due to its hidden rarities. The combination of historical significance, unique design, and the excitement of discovering valuable varieties in everyday change makes this coin particularly appealing. It stands out in its series because it bridges the gap between modern minting and traditional collectible appeal. In terms of value, the price range for the 2000 P Sacagawea dollar varies dramatically depending on its condition and variety. A typical circulated coin is worth just $1, but uncirculated examples can range from $5 to $50 depending on quality. High-grade specimens graded MS67 or higher can sell for several $100s. However, the real headline makers are the Cheerios dollars with enhanced tail feathers, which have sold for anywhere between $5,000 and over $20,000 at auction, depending on condition and certification. These price differences highlight how even the smallest details can transform an ordinary coin into a highly valuable asset. For collectors looking to find one of these hidden treasures, the key is to focus on condition and detail. Look for coins with strong luster, minimal scratches, and sharp design features, especially in the eagle's tail feathers. Having the coin professionally graded by a reputable service can significantly increase its value and authenticity. These coins can still occasionally be found in bank rolls, old collections, or even loose change, making the hunt both accessible and exciting. Paying close attention to subtle design differences is what separates an average find from a potentially life-changing discovery. Another fascinating aspect of the 2000 P Sacagawea dollar is how modern minting technology and mass production created unexpected opportunities for rare errors and exceptional strikes. While most coins from this year were produced in large quantities, a very small number exhibit unusual characteristics such as off-center strikes, planchet defects, or die variations that significantly increase their value. In some cases, these mint errors can push the coin's worth into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their visibility and uniqueness. What makes this even more exciting is that many collectors overlook modern coins, assuming they hold little value, which means these rare varieties can still be discovered today. This element of surprise keeps the 2000 Sacagawea dollar highly relevant in the collecting world, especially for those who enjoy searching through bankrolls or inherited collections in hopes of finding something extraordinary. Equally important is the long-term investment potential and growing recognition of this coin within the numismatic community. As more collectors begin to appreciate modern rarities, coins like the 2000 P Sacagawea dollar are steadily gaining attention, particularly in top-tier grades and rare varieties like the enhanced tail feather examples. Auction records over the years have shown consistent growth in demand, with certified high-grade coins becoming increasingly difficult to acquire. This trend suggests that the value of the finest known specimens may continue to rise as availability shrinks and collector interest expands. For both new and experienced collectors, this coin represents a unique opportunity to own a piece of modern U.S. history that still holds untapped potential, blending affordability at the entry level with the possibility of owning a truly high-value rarity. The 2000 Sacagawea dollar with the Philadelphia Mint mark is far more than just a modern coin. It's a fascinating blend of history, artistry, and hidden value. From its introduction at the turn of the millennium to the discovery of rare varieties worth thousands, this coin continues to captivate collectors of all levels. Whether you're just starting out or already deep into coin collecting, this is one piece that proves valuable treasures can still be hiding in plain sight. And as we move forward, you won't want to miss what's coming next, because the next coin in this series might be even rarer, even more valuable, and possibly sitting unnoticed in your own collection right now. And fourthly, the most valuable and expensive United States ultra-rare $1 Sacagawea dollar, Native American dollar, Wampanoag Treaty, struck in 2011 with the Denver D Mint mark, is a coin that completely defies expectation. At first glance, it can appear worn, scratched, even neglected, with surfaces that seem lifeless and dull. But hidden beneath that damaged exterior lies a shocking truth. Certain examples of this very coin, even in rough and circulated condition, have drawn intense attention from collectors and, under the right circumstances, have surged to astonishing values that most people would never associate with a modern dollar coin. What looks like pocket change can, in rare cases, transform into a prize worth thousands, and in extreme scenarios far beyond. To understand why this coin carries such intrigue, it is important to step back into the United States in 2011. The country was still recovering from the effects of the late 2000s financial crisis, with economic uncertainty shaping everyday life. Inflation concerns, shifting consumer behavior, and reduced reliance on physical cash all played a role in how coins circulated. At the same time, the U.S. Mint continued its Native American dollar series, using these coins not just as currency, but as storytelling tools that honored significant moments in Native American history. The 2011 design, commemorating the Wampanoag Treaty of 1621, reflected a deeper cultural narrative, connecting modern America with its early colonial past. The Denver Mint, identified by the small but significant D Mint mark, was responsible for producing a large portion of these 2011 Native American dollars. Millions were struck, giving the impression that this coin should be common and easily overlooked. However, mintage numbers alone do not dictate value. While the overall production was high, the number of coins that survived in unusual, damaged, or error-prone states is far smaller. Over time, circulation, mishandling, and environmental exposure have reduced the population of distinctive examples, creating a hidden layer of rarity within an otherwise common issue. Examining a heavily circulated 2011 D Wampanoag Treaty dollar reveals a surface that tells a story of survival. Scratches may cut across Sacagawea's portrait, the golden color often dulled into uneven shades of brown and gray. The reverse design, featuring intricate symbolic imagery, may appear faded or partially obscured by wear. Some coins show corrosion spots, edge nicks, or even warped surfaces caused by years of neglect. Rather than diminishing the coin's importance, these imperfections can enhance its narrative, turning it into a physical record of its journey through countless hands and environments. Among collectors, there is a growing fascination with coins that challenge traditional ideas of beauty and perfection. A damaged coin like this becomes more than currency. It becomes a conversation piece. Collectors are drawn to the uniqueness of each piece, the unpredictability of its condition, and the sense that no two examples are exactly alike. In a market saturated with pristine, graded coins, an unusual, heavily worn specimen can stand out precisely because of its flaws. It carries character, history, and a sense of authenticity that polished examples often lack. In some cases, the value of these coins is further elevated by subtle errors or anomalies. The 2011 D Sacagawea dollar has been known to exhibit deterioration, weak strikes, or minor planchet imperfections that become more pronounced over time. Environmental factors can also interact with the coin's manganese brass composition, creating unusual toning patterns or surface textures. While not all of these traits are officially classified as mint errors, they add to the coin's individuality and can significantly increase collector interest when combined with heavy circulation wear. The modern coin market is heavily influenced by visibility and storytelling. Social media platforms, online auctions, and collector forums have created an environment where a single unusual coin can gain rapid attention. A scratched and seemingly ordinary 2011 D Native American dollar, once overlooked, can suddenly become the center of a bidding war if it captures the imagination of collectors. Emotional appeal plays a powerful role, as buyers compete not just for the coin itself, but for the story it represents. Auction behavior in these situations can be unpredictable and dramatic. While standard price guides may assign modest values to circulated examples, real-world sales often tell a different story. Coins with unique damage patterns, striking visual contrast, or compelling backstories have been known to exceed expectations by wide margins. The presence of multiple determined bidders can push prices far beyond what logic alone would suggest, transforming an ordinary listing into a headline-worthy sale. In extreme scenarios, a coin like the 2011 D Wampanoag Treaty Dollar could achieve a truly shocking result. Imagine a heavily worn example with dramatic toning, visible strike anomalies, and a well-documented history, presented in a high-profile auction setting. Under intense competition, such a coin could potentially reach into the tens of thousands, and in a perfect storm of demand and narrative appeal, even approach six-figure territory. While this is far from typical, it demonstrates the powerful combination of rarity, storytelling, and collector psychology. What makes the 2011 D Sacagawea Native American Dollar Wampanoag Treaty coin even more fascinating is how often pieces like this are quietly sitting in jars, drawers, or mixed in everyday change, completely unnoticed. Because of its modern date and common appearance, many people assume it holds no premium at all, especially when it shows heavy wear or visible damage. Yet within the collector community, coins like this are increasingly being re-evaluated, not for their perfection, but for their individuality. A deeply scratched surface, uneven coloration, or even a partially obscured design can signal a one-of-a-kind piece that stands apart from millions of identical strikes. These overlooked details can transform what seems like a disposable coin into a highly desirable collectible, particularly when its visual character tells a story that cannot be replicated. In the end, the true power of a coin like this lies in its unpredictability. The most valuable and expensive United States Ultra the 2011 D Wampanoag Treaty Dollar challenges the assumption that only flawless coins deserve attention, proving instead that history leaves its mark in unexpected ways. Every scratch, every discoloration, and every sign of wear becomes part of a larger narrative that connects the coin to real-world use and human interaction. For collectors willing to look beyond surface-level judgment, these coins offer an opportunity to uncover hidden value where others see none. It is this sense of discovery that continues to drive the market forward, turning ordinary-looking coins into extraordinary finds and reminding collectors that the next valuable piece could already be in their possession, waiting to be recognized. The story of this coin ultimately reinforces a deeper truth about coin collecting. Value is not determined solely by age, shine, or perfection. It is shaped by history, survival, and the unpredictable tastes of those who seek to preserve it. A scratched, worn, and seemingly insignificant 2011 D Sacagawea Dollar can carry a hidden significance that only reveals itself to those who look closely. For collectors and curious observers alike, it serves as a reminder that extraordinary value can exist in the most unexpected places, waiting to be discovered.